a random hotline. Sorry, we missed your call.
Sorry we missed your call.
The age-old question. Are you a jack or are you a box? What are you? Which we were going to figure out soon. We're just going to turn off our Twitch, though. We don't.
I was going to say, oh, no, the
We
echo.
were working out an echo earlier. The echo's back, yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's show of Miss Collins' Jack vs. Box, a.k.a. we're going to be playing some Jackbox. But also, we do have to talk a bit about jacks and boxes. And
Yeah.
Box Toven, you're appropriately named here. Do you have a favorite jack and a favorite box?
Interesting. Well, I think my favorite jack would probably have to be Caroline's cat.
So that's a very great jack to pick.
So that's, I would say, is my favorite jack. Favorite box.
A lot of options for that. You never think about how many boxes you're into until you're asked to pick your favorite one.
I mean, let's not be vague about it. I'll show you. Your box. That sounds bad.
Show me your box. Show us your box. Show us your favorite box. There it is.
That's my favorite box.
Of course.
An iconic box.
What's rule number 6 of the box show?
What'd you say for rule number 6?
I said, what's rule number 6 of the box show? I don't know if you happen to have them all memorized randomly.
Oh my god, there were so many rules.
I know. I was thinking about this earlier today as I was out with my husband. He was shopping, and my brain, I was trying to remember, what were the rules for the box show? I know they've been told to me, but I can't remember them.
I have it. If Geth or Christie want to change their box, quote, Bryson, unquote, must pay $69 out of their own pocket. Archive.org has scum.guru all over it.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there were lots of rules, and they had board meetings where new rules were decided.
There were 21 rules as of April 12th, 2021.
Wow, they almost beat the number of amendments that could have kept going.
Well, also, just like the amendments, I believe there's one rule which negates a previous rule.
Those are always, whenever you get like a rule creation thing, and the moment someone introduces that, you're like, oh, this means total war. This means the structure of these rules can hereby be untethered by the simple command of a following rule. Great. I mean, it's good. It's good that the amendment and other things are allowed to do that. I don't think you should like keep things in stone, because otherwise we still wouldn't be able to like legally drink here.
And I can't remember which rule it was. I want to say 16 for some reason, but I was the person who, because I see, see this comment here, but I was definitely the only person who used one of the rules. Which I believe was 16, but maybe Phony can help me remember what the rules are, and especially if they know which rule I'm referring to.
Rule 16 was sometimes there can be newts, but never Gingrich.
Nope, not that wasn't me. Wow.
Are you thinking to win the game, the caller must invoke the ceremony?
No, not that one.
If you donate $420.69 to the box, it triggers the Will Hines Memorial on-off switch for donating $69 to the box.
I think one BBBR did that one all the time. So I don't think I did that. I remember one time
Alice made the switch.
Yes, and I was going to do that the one time, but then it was just done. And if I did, I'm glad I didn't, because it would have negated it. It would have been a whole disaster.
Of course, there was also Rule 12. If a full moon falls on a Wednesday, werewolves may raid the supply closet with cupcakes.
Yeah. there are a lot of rules that I don't remember being on there, but there were yeah, it was mostly
Every once in a while, I think to myself, "This is what these people were up to when I wasn't around. This is what.
Oh
they're-
yeah.
This,
No, there was
this is
you
what they
wouldn't
did for
believe
fun."
some of the stuff. I think this is going to become basically a describe-a-thon of me and the whole chat because there's so many and just random things to point out and then just be like, no more context. You don't need more context about that. This is what we were up to.
I can't remember if I ever was told what ended up being in the box because wasn't multiple things added to the
it's
box?
so
that
they
made
got-
it
they
too
kept getting added.
complicated?
Yeah, so basically that was the game is they just kept adding more items, and there were more and more people who were getting boxes to put items in, yeah, then there were 75 items and when it ended, so yeah, but it's just funny because just last couple weeks I got to see Geth and I got to see Christy, who I want to call Stacey still, but that's not her name anymore.
No.
'Cause she's married. So
Yes.
they actually I still didn't clarify. It's Summers? It's Summer or Summers?
Summers. with
Summers.
no.
But when they announced her name, I legitimately thought, oh my god, they said the wrong name. How embarrassing. Because she just got married 2 weeks ago, and I don't think I even realized until that moment that she was changing her last name. So I saw both of them, and I forgot why I was bringing that up, but something about the box show.
What were you saying on the box show diatribe? Well, here, I'll quickly. So here's my favorite. My favorite Jack at the moment. Jack Quaid. My favorite box. Pandora's.
Oh.
Nice.
Because it contained hope. Also, it let out spooky shit! Oh no, you cursed us all! I can blame my bad days on Pandora. I'm like, oh, Pandora, you fucked this one up for me. Now, Phony, we need to know your favorite Jack and your favorite. I almost said favorite Quaid. You can tell us that too. Who's your favorite Jack? Who's your
Yeah,
favorite Quaid? And who's your favorite? What's your favorite box?
So I was distracted trying to find the most up-to-date backup of the rules I could find, and I found it with 26 rules total.
I remembered why
wow.
I mentioned seeing both of them. That both times being there and knowing, looking at the room, especially with Geth, it was a much smaller venue, so it's a much smaller crowd. But just knowing, none of these people know what the box show is.
No.
None of these people know it.
This has been mentioned in a rule, but no one said what the ceremony is.
Well, that's a good reason for that.
So should we jump in and say we also have the option to talk and Jack?
Yeah.
We can talk and Jack if the audience wants to do that.
You're gonna get pulled. We're gonna get pulled.
Well, yes, I know. But also I
we
don't
shouldn't
want
go
to
too
be
big.
Distract from the conversation if people want to have some time to do that before we do it. I'm just giving people's options because we discuss both, and us. We'll go down a rabbit hole, and I don't want you all to be like, I was told Jackbox games are going to be happening while we're going on. So sorry.
ceremony
Well, I
was
certainly
pretty
want them
vague,
multitask.
to a
Okay.
degree vague, but it was
So-
supposed to happen at a game store in Boonton, New Jersey.
Which I have been to.
Highlander Games.
Yeah.
Now,
And I got to tell Geth that I went there, so that was cool.
did the box game start with just one rule? Or did it start with no rules, and then someone was
man.
like, we should have a
Which
rule?
version of it?
Well, oh God, no, we can't get into
No.
this.
So real quick. So basically,
What do you mean, which version?
It
There were
happened-
three
did it a few
boxes.
times,
that get,
but
three
then
versions. Yeah,
then it became like it. The final time it became this whole.
that was when it became the box game.
Well,
'cause
full
it was
on.
Fucking Argyle.
So Gethard wanted to do this as a Edinburgh Fringe show where he live just had a box.
Okay.
and audience members would guess what was in it, and if no one guessed what was in it, they would leave and never know.
That's actually a great French concept.
Yeah. But because it was COVID, lockdown times, he turned it into a live stream.
Got it.
What was in the first one was a copy of Wizard magazine with the Hulk on the cover.
Okay.
And Overreactor got that right. And then the second one, I don't remember what was in it, but Kurometa Riku got it right. And those were both much shorter.
And then the third one was when it went on long enough that it became...
It
The
just
Box
kept
Show.
going.
Capital
How
B,
long did it
capital
run?
G.
Oh boy.
Because it ended by the time I had seen George Lucas
Yeah.
talk show stuff. And I
I
joined the
think it was still
Discord in
going on
June.
by that point because
No, Planet
June
Scum
is
was
when-
over by that point. That was like a week after the end of Planet Scum.
Yeah, no, I joined at like the
Okay.
weirdest time. I think maybe I
Wow.
joined like the week before it was announced. But yeah, I liked literally because I was like, oh, okay. And then the people in chat were like, you should join the thing. And I was like, I have a Discord. I'm like, I guess there are people in the Discord around. And then I saw, yeah, this vibrant flora of creativity.
yeah. So it was supposed to go for 17 months, but
Yeah, it was 17 months
it,
or bust.
it was only like 14 months ish.
17 months to bust, so it bust.
So there were 75 items in the box and a pickle won 10,000 Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Who
Yeah.
gave 10,000 Canadian dollars?
Funny story.
Of course.
Well- Ultimately, I believe Planet Scum did, but it was what people had donated. It was the total amount of money amassed over the course of.
Okay, so it was like, yeah, donated.
It was crowdsourced money. It wasn't like.
Yeah.
And it's basically
They didn't promise 10,000, write a check, and then we're like, oh, oops. It was, that's just what people got. Okay.
well,
This may have been said, but yeah, it wasn't promised ahead of time.
it's not that.
Here's the problem is, I want to use the word morons in a very polite and very, dispassionate way. You morons put money on the line, and then we're like, oh shit, wait, money's pouring in?
So
People are bored and nothing else to
Phony
do?
made more money than he put on the box.
Oh, there you go.
So I mean, like basically almost every week, between this and George Lucas Talk Show, there was a new shirt to buy, and someone really did a really good job making those shirts, a lot of those designs.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. So
Speaking-
and then people would donate to do various things in the game, and then they would donate to add an item to the box. And of course, there was a shirt which was I bought a I paid to put something in the box. I forget what it says. I didn't get one of those, so lucky to those who did get one.
I also didn't get one of those.
Why would a phone wear a shirt?
I mean, you could put it on a receiver. I got a tote bag.
I put an item in the box. Okay, it's just very simple. It's just I put an item in the box. And then
Speaking of shirts, get your merch for
Oh, yeah.
Lucas Talk Show,
speaking of which,
Meredith Houlihan's painting party, and what was the other one?
Gethard.
Gethard. Oh yes, Gethard stuff. Yes.
yeah,
'Cause, yeah, Below the Collar's final Black Friday sale is this year because they're going out of business. But
yeah.
just below
Actually,
the collar.
I got this shirt when there was only when it was the last call for shirts. So I got that one.
howdy, partner.
I got that
we're
one.
talking.
So
We're talking
I
the
was
box
doing
and
it.
going out of business. Also, audience, you need to give us your favorite jacks and your favorite boxes. Optional, your favorite Quaid.
So, I should say, I was going to say my favorite box was the dumpster that Jersey Dave built for the Gethard show.
That's a good box.
Yes, the one that
Someone was
Was in.
inside. Yeah.
yes, what the people had to guess. So
Jack Quaid's really hard not to pick. Yeah, because of Boimler.
it is pretty. Hey,
Well, I mean, what about...
maybe you were fond of Randy Quaid. You
I
like
mean-
his sex video. Like, I don't blame you in your taste. Rupert Murdoch masks are sexy. It's a kink. Don't shame people for masking, for quaiding.
Oh, I think we're gonna have to do who does that look like in a couple hours.
I'm still trying
Who
to
does
see if
who does Jack Quaid look like? And which Quaid and other famous person do you think he's related to?
I mean, certainly more like Dennis.
Does he though? Does he?
Yeah.
I mean, yes. We were supposed to have goddamn Emily Pineapple for no reason forward that to intern Christy to do.
I mean, there's time that the sound alerts, the alert's still there. People can request
The alert's
it
still there.
later.
Oh, remind me. I'll have to cash in. I'm just sitting on points.
I'm trying to track down. I'm looking through the Planet Scum Live socials to see if I can find when it started.
Nice answer.
Hungry Jack.
What's being requested?
And then,
your
of
favorite
course-
Jack and your favorite box.
And of course, it wasn't just the box show. After the box show, there was the post show in the
Oh
Discord.
yeah. With
Which-
Forrest and Emily.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good point. Yeah, there was. So I mean, it's interesting. It's hard for me to start recounting it just at Planet Scum Live, because CGP, the flow from CGP to that was pretty effortless. can leave a
Absolutely, you
voicemail.
can call the phone for something and leave a voicemail. If you want to jump on for something, you can also jump on and we.
Yeah, I can. I can figure that out. If
Yeah,
you-
the phony can figure it. Phony's the one that wants to do that.
I mean, if you join the Planet Scum Discord, that's going to be the easiest way. But also, just send a DM to @Forest Keeper of the Cannon on Discord, and we can figure it out. I don't know why I have access to his account. I'm a phone.
Oh, I have to pump my cat.
Oh.
This is
So-
what you get for coming up here on the stream.
So I guess some reference, because I know there are other people who had similar paths to me, but I was very in on the Twitch stuff, and I was like, Discord. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And
Cat.
and then after George Lucas Talk Show started their hiatus, that's when it was like, oh, I need this Discord, and that's when Box Show, because I watched the Box Show at the time, but then it was like I had to put all of my energy into Box Show, So, and that was finally when I was like, well, I gotta use this Discord. I gotta use this voice chat. I don't like this. This is scary. And here we are. It forced me to learn Discord.
Meanwhile, I was like, "You want to invite me on a show? You realize you're gonna be stuck with me, right?" It's like, okay, your
It
loss.
looks
See?
like the Box Show, the third era of the Box Show, the long one, started around October 2020. Because Sam Talent was on, and when Sam Talent was on, the jackpot was $700, was over $700, and so it looks like what happened is on September 2020, Geth it was on with Sam Talent, and then there was the Lawn and Order, the full episode with Joe Firestone and an arborist Gethard found, and then in the week after that, the promo was just 17 months or bust, and after that, it was a lower jackpot again. So about over 6 months would have been the length of the Box Show, because it ended in May.
No, it
November
didn't
and
end.
December.
It ended at the end of the year, right? It ended at December 2021 then.
Yeah, so it was about just over a year.
Yeah.
And yeah, the final episode is live still on Geth's YouTube channel.
That's right. You can still watch that one.
It's one of the few Planet Scum Live episodes that were archived.
I also...
And so the idea, Pickle, aka Saracuda, guessed all the correct items. Oh, that's all fine. Well, howdy, partner. We're here to talk about deep stream lore.
Oh yes,
played
this is
Jackbox.
pre Missy stream lore. This is all stuff that I'm learning too.
And so
I mean, I've learned some of it, but like these details come and go.
there was the board meeting, or also a whole thing. Yeah, Sarah and Tompo Zompo helped too, and Mac helped too. It was you're right. It was a group effort to do the ending, and there were lawyers. There was Gorb, who you may have seen Gorb.
I feel like you've seen Gorb. Gorb was at last sandwich night, actually.
Yeah, Gorb's the green guy who eats a lot of food, or devours, one might say.
He devours, and again, I've talked about this a lot, but I remember that being I not realizing it was the first time that Gorb appeared, but the first time that happened, it was when I was like, oh wow, this is really something. This is something to watch, because that was when they had different people from Discord did their own characters, and Gorb was one of them. And I remember being like, and I think that was also Christie's first episode or something like that, and then that just took off. That's when I was like, got it, I get it, I'm on board, and it just fueled from there. And then also, this was a while ago, but Silva Walk Run said about how it was really scary to call in to the box show for the first time, and I very much was afraid of it. But luckily, actually, Phony was really a big help for that. Phony actually was how you connected.
It's true.
To box show.
Phony, I didn't know.
Yeah, Phony
that
worked
you
the
were.
phones for the box
Phony
show.
was working behind the scenes.
You have an illustrious history with the stream.
Yeah. And also worked the phones for the Half My Life special that Gethard did.
And then, of course, there's some other points here, like Will Hines would read Moby Dick. People would donate money, or they would put money in the Planet Scum bank, and if they donate a certain amount, then that was indicator that Will Hines should read Moby Dick.
I do know one thing about the box show, and that is a box is a container used for the storage or transportation of its contents. Most boxes have flat, parcel, rectangular sides, typically rectangular prisms. Boxes can be very small, like a matchbox, or very large, like a shipping box for furniture, and can be used for a variety of purposes, from functional to decorative. Boxes may be made of a variety of materials, both durable, such as wood and metal, and non-durable, such as corrugated fiberboard and paperboard. Corrugated metal boxes are commonly used as shipping containers. Boxes may be closed and shut down with flaps, doors, or a separate lid. They can be secured with adhesives, tapes, or more decorative or elaborately functional mechanisms, such as catches, clasps, or locks. Which did the box have?
Oh boy, the box was of course there were a few boxes.
Yeah, there was 3 boxes. Well,
there were 3 boxes,
but
three one was
Gethard boxes, and then 3 boxes.
That's right, of course, and then
Patrick's
Chris
box
had a box, Will had a
IMP.
box, and there's Patrick had his box.
And Jason Mantzoukas had a box that he was not responsible for
That's
taking
right,
care
that
of
is
or
right.
managing.
He did also have a box.
Did Paul Scheer had a box too, right? Or did Paul work with Jason's box?
Boy, I'm going to leave that one in the chat. I don't know. That isn't
Zeke's
ringing
had
a bell,
box
but
for sure.
it sounds like
Because Jason was on. Now maybe Jason just got hints about what was in Gethard's box. I think
that might have been
Paul
it. They
had
might have
hints.
just talked to Paul about it.
Yeah. Oh, I think he refused to take a box because he didn't want to be on the hook to come back every week. And Rule 12 was a rule that you actually invoked, Blogtoven.
That's the one that I was thinking
Which
of.
was, you can have a, quote, good non-Patrick hint if you buy a cameo for Martin Urbano from Chris Hansen.
Specific and great.
Yeah, and let me actually look for that.
Hey, baby, don't sit on the computer.
And
I
then
want you to shut it off.
rules 16, 17, and 18 were all, whenever Icekeeper Scarlet Grey calls, they may request a new song,
Oh, of
which the
course.
host must oblige.
Man, and this is this is definitely where, again, I was very much in the Twitch. Was key, like
Ugh, the cat knocked my
Great.
camera off.
peak chatting, Twitch chat. I mean, of course, we've got some great Twitch chatters here. They're all the same people. Who I
It
would
was
chat with.
$18.51 to get Will Hines to read part of Moby Dick.
Which part did he read? Like any part, or just
He
starting
just
from the
opened it
beginning?
at random and started reading, as I recall. Or was it? It wasn't sequential, right? It was just because Phony was working the phone. Phony missed a lot of the box show too.
Oh,
Okay. See, I didn't know if it was the part where they described the foreskin of the whale, how they made like stools out of it.
I think that was part of it. I think
think
that
he
was
did
one
that
of them.
one.
There's a bunch of them.
That feels like a
Oh.
very Will Hines section.
And Bethany Hall was at one point a member of the board, but then was removed from the board and made the founding president of Boops, the
Oh, of course,
bribery,
Boops.
observation, and
Uh-huh.
oversight of Planet Scum.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yep.
you were able to do a non-monetary bribe to bribe a member of the board to vote a certain way on a rule. And she had to give the bribes the okay or not. Oh yeah, and Pam, Polythene Pamster, did a poem on the after show, after the box show on the Discord with Forrest and Emily, which started out as the CGP after show and then just became the Planet Scum Live after show.
This is my favorite thing to do with all of you. It's so funny to me as an outside observer. We just mentioned Chris Gethard, and everyone just starts chiming in with their favorite non sequitur detail that would bring up that to them is an incredible specific. That people are like, oh, right, that. And I'm just
There
looking
is
over there
a lot.
being like, also,
No.
Pam had a poem in the Afterbox show, right? I'm
Correction.
like, sure, of course they did.
No, correction, poems were weekly brief.
Oh, okay.
Not
But that was during the board
the
meetings
weekly brief
or
was
something.
no, the weekly brief was a whole separate thing. It was the Sunday
They are not
Okay.
related. You're not
It was the
canon.
Not
Sunday
at all
Discord.
related.
Well, of
you
course.
might recognize it from the
Of course.
calendar and from not happening often anymore.
Of course,
But-
bearing lead, Pam did create the name of the most legendary creature of all Planet Scum.
That's true. That's true. It was, in fact, Pam who named an iconic part of the entire box saga.
Which is...
None other.
Baphomoth.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We got Baphomoth. So, basically, oh, here we go. There you go.
Because We Are Trash People did a live zine stream where we made a zine about Baphomoth.
Oh my
This-
lord.
This did happen.
Nice Tumblr post on it.
Almost, you'll notice all of the websites that are related to this channel are actually Tumblrs because it's free.
That's true. That, you know what? That's true.
We're just scrappy trash people.
So was Behemoth an actual moth?
It
So,
was a typo of Baphomet.
Yes, but did it? But did that then make it a moth or
yes.
Yeah.
no? Okay, perfect.
Because this is the rare photo evidence
Oh my
of
god.
Baphomet.
That's incredible.
Who is that?
It's Baphomet.
Oh my god, who is that?
I mean, it's someone
you know.
Baphomet with moth
The,
wings. It
the
is some-
doors behind them should indicate.
You own something made by this person.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. I thought I recognized that location. So thank you. That's all I need to know.
Are you familiar with the beef pudding?
No, what is beef pudding?
It was christened by.
Sorry, I'm sorry if I sound exasperated.
No,
that is how
this
everyone
exactly-
sounds.
I heard Emily laughing in the background.
That is everyone's reaction to learning about the beef pudding.
Okay.
It was the little door that the human came tumbling out of.
Oh, that's the beef. Why is it called the beef
It's a
pudding
little-
door?
Because Beef Magoo and the Bun Boys 2, aka Beef Magoo and the Fun Buns 2,
Why?
who was a lawyer who bared a shocking resemblance to Sloane,
Okay.
was on the box show and talked about the beef pudding and sentencing people to the beef pudding. And then we discovered that there was a door to the beef pudding behind the Jersey Dave in his basement office.
This is why people don't like improv people. You all yes and into these confusing scenarios. And then someone else walks in and they're like, I don't know which end is up anymore.
And when Jersey Dave said the F word to Bryson, he got sentenced to the beef pudding.
I at least know what 2 of those 3 words are, like subjects of those sentences are. Oh, razor thin premise, always. I mean, essentially this show.
Oh, the box show. The box show was very accessible.
Oh my word.
And then I
so-
have something. This took me forever to do.
Yeah, he had to write an "I'm sorry" note to get out, and he paid Stephen. Oh, he did pay. Did he pay Stephen Premmel to write one and then got caught out for faking it, or did Stephen Premmel just write a fake one and he got caught out for faking it? I think he just did it. I think he just asked someone to write a fake one. Oh yeah, and it was a box show when Griffin called in from the hospital because he had a gallbladder surgery.
Yes, that
Oh
was
my
incredible.
god.
Yeah, and there was a sandwich night where Geth slandered Rolf, and it was a scene. And
Oh
that
yeah,
little-
I've heard about that.
That's
because
also
I say I
up
love
on
Rolf.
Gethard's YouTube. It's a 6-hour-long video. No, it's more than 6 hours.
Just about Rolf?
No, that's
Or
the
that's just a
overall-
6-hour video,
it
and
was the
within
10th
there contains the slander.
It was the 10th
Okay.
annual sandwich night. And yeah, Hex disappeared on the box show. He just turned into a ghost and vanished.
That was one of the all-time best moments. It
Oh yeah, Butterboy, but that's from George Lucas' talk show, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Butterboy.
Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't know if that was also a box show thing too, where
No.
Butterboy came up on that first, and it's like how?
No. The-
no, that's a GLTS.
Well, and George Lucas never appeared on Planet Scum Live.
I didn't think so.
But of
Connor
course-
Ratliff did, but
there's also a
These cats.
there's also a rule that Patrick couldn't refuse to read a comic book panel.
yeah, that was Rule 19.
Rule 19.
But if Patrick Kottner can't refuse if asked to read a comic book panel. Oh, and that was the other thing. The board would finesse these rules very hard and make sure that they were ironclad.
Was Patrick a regular presence?
Yes.
Or just
Yes.
when he was there? Okay.
No, he had the StreamYard login, so he just popped in whenever he felt like it.
He was
Oh,
basically
that's funny.
always there,
Yeah.
and so that definitely helped transition when we didn't have GLTS. We still had Patrick.
And to cut down on Gethard talking about lawn care, Rule 20 was if a caller is caught not telling a story of a personal nature, Geth is given permission to speak about lawn care. Because he was also frustrated that people would make up stories to try to get hints about what was in the box. And yeah, Hex edited weekly Planet Scum trailers about what had happened in the past week. That
Oh
would
yeah,
air before every show.
but when he disappeared, I don't know how long he was planning it, but literally it just like I believe Geth asked him a question, and then he just like looked around for a bit, and then he just force ghost disappeared, and Geth was like, "What the fuck?" It's just like, "What the fuck?"
I believe I've seen that clip.
Probably that was a good one.
And so yeah, people would call in and they had 45 seconds to either guess items in the box or
Mhm.
tell a story. And if the story related to one of the items in the box, the hosts have to say how. You cannot
Okay.
guess any more items than are currently unguessed, and the hosts can add a block of 45 seconds at their discretion to extend the story. And hosts can veto the story if they think it doesn't have a story framework. So it has to actually have like a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Oh, and
This is essentially how governments were made.
Yeah.
I
Overreactor is a
I had
big fan of
huge
Robert's
beef.
Rules of Order.
I had a huge beef because because Geth would be so picky, and it had to be a story. It didn't say it had to be a true story, and then people would tell stories, and he'd be like, "That didn't happen," and he would invoke Law and Order, which I hated, even though I have a T-shirt of it, where Geth would just talk about lawns for what felt like hours.
Air that beef.
And yeah, Eric would intentionally start things like they were stories, and then at the last minute veer off so that Law and Order would happen. Which
Yeah.
would
I
be
was gonna
Getter-
ask if people would intentionally make.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that is actually why literally, wow, when we did have the very first beef week, my beef was with involving Eric and
That's
Law and
true.
Order. So
And so, to go, because one thing I want to make sure. Oh yeah, so yeah, we have to talk about that. There was the fiasco of mail-in fax night,
yes,
where you couldn't call in. You had to mail your guesses or stories to a PO box in Ohio, or
or a fax.
fax it to Bryson at Will Hines' house.
Yes.
Because Will Hines happened to have a fax capability.
No. Did he? Did he have it already? Or
No,
I
he
think
got it
Bryson
just for
brought
that
it.
event.
They
Yeah.
literally
Oh no, I
got-
think Bryson
okay.
got it and brought it with them.
And then on the post show, Bryson called in and did live calls from his, like a live sharing of his commute home,
It
including
was, yeah,
going
no, it
to,
was wild. That was so much fun. And what's funny is I'm sure many people like me is, you know, it's not that difficult, but you know how difficult it is to fax someone nowadays. Is you have to do a trial for a program that allows you
yeah.
to do it on your computer. Yeah. Oh, and one of them, there was one that was a physical
tape.
item
It was a
that
tape.
was a tape.
Yeah.
That had to be
Someone
played.
sent a tape to the PO box, and so we had to get a best answering machine player, and then
Oh, like a mini tape?
yeah, and
Yep.
then Jess
Oh my
had to
God.
digitize it to play
Yeah.
it on
That's
the show.
brilliant.
No, the faxing
And
was.
I think it broke.
Oh,
I think we
no.
didn't actually get everything that, like, much from the tape. It like didn't work.
Yeah. It was wild. It was basically imagine these exact people, but a bunch more of them.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, what's the crazy thing I could do? What's a funny crazy thing I can do? And and that's how, let's see, hopefully this works. And
I've seen this down here. I've been waiting for it.
let's see, hopefully this works. Sometimes it
It
doesn't
should
work.
be working. Audio.
Okay, here we
is
go.
good.
Martin, what am I to do with you? First of all, this very suspicious screen name, Who Wants 269? What do you mean by Who Wants 269? Martin, Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators to catch a predator and have a seat with Chris Hansen. I'm going to need you to have a seat right over there. I've been going through some transcripts and I have some questions and some concerns. You know, Martin, you should know this as a, well, self-described apologist that we're still dealing with a pandemic. You're still supposed to be socially responsible, not going online and visiting suspicious sites and saying things and doing things. You know, the sort of behavior that could lead you to meet me in a dark kitchen someplace for an interrogation. You're going to call, you know, I don't know, Logthoven or the Eagles to throw your bail. Do you think they'd do that? No, they've got issues. So behave yourself. And if you can manage that, I'm going to let you go just this once. But remember these words. Forgive me, Martin, for I have sinned. However, the quicker you answer, the higher the score. I'll be watching. Oh, and Logthoven and the Eagles, they wish you well. All right, buddy, take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy.
Well, and so, Who Wants 269 was Martin's game show on Planet Scum, where you could win $2.69.
We have so Jack, the movie Jack.
Oh yeah,
It's a weird movie, y'all.
it has.
I mean,
at least one person in it who is a horrible person.
Oh, do I need to see? I'm gonna look this up and I'm gonna figure out
yeah,
why now.
I
They
think
have
they're probably
famous
third.
sweaters.
I'm gonna say,
Oh yes,
I think
I
they're-
already know. Without I remember this now.
yeah,
That they played a doctor in this and
Uh-huh.
also in.
that's true.
in
They're
other things.
famously a doctor, and the thing they're most well known for, as well as
Yeah.
this.
Oh, and Who
Yes.
Wants 269 was the first Planet Scum show outside of GLTS that Mike started.
Speaking of beef pudding,
Oh, there's so much stuff to say about Box Show, but yeah. So I don't know if Phony remembers this, but the very first time I called in to Box Show was after I got that cameo.
Yeah.
Because I was too nervous to call in, and all of a sudden I had to call in. So that was, people would have certainly recognized me from the Twitch chat, but that was certainly the first time I actually had used the Discord to connect to do something on Box Show while Box Show was happening. It's very scary.
Yeah, because basically it was a Discord voice call that you could hear live on Twitch, and so you sort of sat in the queue until you got brought on. So there was a lot of stressful. Is it my time yet?
Yes. Luckily with that, I got to go straight to the top.
Oh yeah, you went straight to the top.
I got to go straight to the top, which was great. But most of the times, you just gotta wait, and then you might be on queue for an hour and a half. You might not ever get on. They might not get to you.
Because by the end we changed it so they had to be taken in the order they were received because
Yes.
everyone knew what was in the box, basically. And so to make sure that it was fair, we had QBot order them.
Yeah, it was
Now,
chaos.
are we talking Jack as in Jack, a given name, a diminutive of John or Jackson? Alternatively, it may be derived from Jakes, the French form of James or Jacob. Since the late 20th century, Jack has become one of the most common names for boys in many English-speaking countries. Jack is also used, to a lesser extent, as a female given name, often a shortened version of Jacqueline. The word Jack is also commonly used in other contexts in English for many occupations, objects, and actions, linked to the use of the word as a metaphor for common man. Although Jack is thought by some to have hailed from the earlier Jackin, from the name Jenkin, alternatively it may be derived from the Anglicization of Jacques, the French form of James or Jacobs. There's a theory that in the Celtic origin, it meaning strong, healthy, full of vitality, compared to the Welsh word IACH, which I don't know how that's pronounced, which is health, or the ancient British Yakios, Yakkios. Both the name and the word are used to refer to, again, common man. You're repeating yourself within the same article here. You don't need to tell us how much that is. But yeah, Jack. Is that the Jack that we're talking about? Or in the box Jack, like the restaurant chain, that I wish we had one locally?
I think
Yeah,
what
I've
we're
never
talking
had
about
them,
is how the puzzles that hid the answer, the previous guesses to the box game, where you had to solve it, and Jack could have been one of the answers.
This was very infuriating. I remember there were so many times where I just gave up. I was like, I don't care. I can't do it. And then I had to do it when I did do my first phony call because I wanted to consult it because I had to pick an item which I wanted to get a good hit for.
There was a literal puzzle you had to do? I'm confused.
Yeah,
Where'd the puzzle come in?
There's links you have to click. You have to click the right thing. You have to enter the right word. It was just.
Oh, at the end they got rid of it, I believe, where you could just actually, you can just look at them. But it was like
it was like a saw
puzzles.
puzzle.
Yeah. And it was because Pickle said, "Oh, I'll just keep a list of all the guesses," and then Gethard said, "Well, I'll go in there, and I'll just mess with your guesses." I'll just put fake guesses that weren't made. I'll remove ones that were. I'll just sabotage it. And so the puzzle was added with the assumption that Gethard won't bother. And so it looks like at the end there were a total of 822 guesses.
That's a pretty decent amount of guesses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and
I'm
Pickle
trying to
and
think
Tompo changed 5 items in the final list of items in the dock to make sure no one else had a good shot at winning the money.
It was very sneaky.
Oh, and thank you, Void, for sending me some of these too. This was this is what the puzzle. I'll show you what the landing page of the dock looked like.
I remember there was Pokemon.
Stay away from my dock.
I remember there was a bunch of Pokemon questions.
And it was, hello, baby. Follow the clues. No more puzzles. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. JK. The ceremony. Which was a link to the dock of the ceremony plans before they were canceled.
Pickle was honestly the best part of the whole show.
Pickle was iconic, yeah. But so once someone got it, they had so to win, you had to invoke the ceremony. And if there was one more item left in the box, and then that item is guessed correctly, the ceremony commences. And the plans for the ceremony were...
Green Buzz is fun.
Griffin Newman, who is famously 6'7", will play Baphomet in principle. And if Griffin bails, Cotner will have to do it. Hashtag Cotner wedding. Oh yeah, and Sam got to do Green Buds, which was with Pickle, which was a great segment where if someone donated $124 to the box, they'd get to see Gorb and Pickle chat alone for 3 minutes. Gethard, Christy, and Will would be pulled off stream, and it would just be Pickle and Gorb.
There was how many times they had to in a board meeting, they had to very quickly vote to extend the time.
Yeah. So with an acting or camera trick, Geth had to be small so the Baphomet could be tall.
And of course,
Baphomet has to be huge.
Of course, every now and then, Zooks would show up or Paul would show up, and they would always show up, and they would bring this huge, influx of friend zone people who would be like, "What the hell is going on? This is crazy!" And so there would be a lot of times where they would frequently come in and they'd be like, "Is this still happening?" And they're like, because they would check in every now and then.
Yeah,
because they knew that Paul.
Planet's gonna get raided by Paul every once in a while.
Yes, yeah.
And so could do it like Dorf was crossed out as a way to make Gethard look shorter.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was gonna be outdoors and or double. Yeah, that was how Meigs and a lot of people joined us, was through those raids.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so everyone was gonna wear robes, and the events would be as follows: 1, get Baphomet out of the staircase, which was a scary staircase. And then the fight would be 3 rounds of a simple game, and hopefully Geth will win. We shall see. And then Andrea, producer of New Jersey is the World, will marry Baphomet, with Geth officiating and Alice being the maid of honor. And Andrea will have a signed prenup for half the scarecase, and possibly a ska concert will take place. To Millionaire's Ryden would be played, and if not, maybe Bruce Springsteen, who recently sold all his music to Sony for $500 million.
Do you know that Andrea had a meeting because we thought about doing a Groundhog's Day theme podcast, and then the next day the Bill Murray thing came out, and we're like,
oh wow,
maybe we shouldn't do this. And I mentioned, I'm like, now is it going to be an issue because I've heard things about him maybe being a pill on set, and people were like, yeah, and she's like, that's a good thing. Yeah, we can just talk about it. Next thing, and then the news was like, yeah, my appetite for doing this is kind of gone down. I love everything about Groundhog's Day except for the Bill Murray of it all now. Yeah. But he's also the movie, so it's like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, and the ceremony is going to open with a burning of Murph's headshot.
Oh my god.
And by Murph's headshot, I mean something specific while you pull up Jackbox.
I was going to say, it is close to 9. I was going to go, excuse myself for a second, and then get ready for Jackbox so that we can start that at 9.
Oh my god.
In a little bit.
Sorry, I saw a picture that has to be shown.
Oh, do it.
It was specifically a copy of this headshot of Murph's.
That's an amazing headshot.
Yeah.
Which Christy loved.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah. Christy loved this headshot.
Oh man, I have to say it now because it's in my head, but we have to also make sure Missy knows about this. I always makes me laugh. It will pop in my mind. I thought of it so many times watching Christy last week do her stand-up, is when Murph, of course, would have all of his guests, which would be seated to him, and he'd be able to make all of these guests. And there was a clue with one of the items, and very rightfully so, the clues that were given to him, Murph asked, "World's best white girlfriend?"
Oh yeah. yeah. I remember that.
Oh my god, it was just one of those perfect
did
moments.
Make sense, but it was
it was like, that's a good guess given all the clues you were given.
He also talked about the IWW a lot, the Wobblies.
I mean, Murph. I mean, it's always great to see Murph. Actually, you can thank Offbeat Valerie for a Cameo being introduced to me and what I've done since learning about it. Because the very first time I found out about Cameo is because she had gotten me one and I hadn't even knew what they were, and she got me one from Murph. So the first time I experienced Cameo, it was a cameo from Murph.
I would love to have a cameo for Murph. I tried to get one, but it was like in one of the brief periods where he was like on and then had to take a break, and so I was never able to get it. But I should try again because Murph's cameos are so good.
It was great. I was like, wow, this is incredible, because I mean, no surprise, one of the things that got me into Chris Gethard show was Murph. I mean, Vacation Jason and Murph, those were kind of the two strongest things that got my attention when I was getting into it.
I mean, me too. Those were definitely both some of the biggest things for me. The two of the biggest characters.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the Planet Scum gifs.
Oh man, I have a bunch
gifs of all the Planet Scum stuff. Oh, here we go. I found it. Oh, that's right. It was the. Oh no, it doesn't work anymore.
I've got a bunch somewhere.
I found it. I don't know that any of them are going to be super late box show. But I did find this. Just Gethard saying he's loving Pixel.
And again, anytime, and like literally, I mean, again, lockdown times, this was the only thing keeping us sane. And just Pickle was such a calm, soothing experience. It would just, you wouldn't have to worry about anything if Pickle was on screen.
Hosting D&D was that for me. I got really into D&D during the pandemic.
Planet Scum gave me so much structure in the lockdown times.
Oh, I've got that. Okay.
I have one more GIF and then we can start the game, but it sort of is a nice sort of wrap up. It's a GIF of Overreactor winning the first
nice
box game. So I guess I was wrong on that. It was the first one was the first was with Sam Talent.
There you go. Oh my god, we could at least play. You don't even know the box show theme, do you?
Oh, by Andrew
Nope.
from Philly.
Oh my god, we gotta play that.
Okay, and then we should start the game.
Yeah.
But I also listen and tell me what song you think it sounds like.
Okay.
Because
let me mute
Gethard had a
Jackbox.
song he was very sure it sounded like.
I'm ready.
Oh, I guess I should probably find that. Huh?
Oh. Sorry, I thought it was a phone.
No, I got it. I just have to.
Okay, I was like, oops.
A partnership with Konami. It's called Snoopy Mad Libs. Here comes a little
to get to the
story
actual
that I like to call
opening.
Supper Time. Snoopy.
Yo, Dave said the F word to Bryson.
Yeah, Dave. That's some.
Dave
that's
said
some
the
pudding
F word
talk
to
right there.
Bryson. How is
Dave
that?
thought he was. Dave thought he was into pudding. Like he.
That was
End the show.
How do you feel about Jersey Dave's behavior thus far?
He's trying his best. It's a stressful time of year for everyone.
Leonard, I love you.
What is this room that you're in?
So this is
Trying to
all
skip ahead.
award-winning designers. Orange.
Okay.
It wasn't that
Oh yeah,
bad.
Murph shaved his
It
head on
wasn't that
stream.
bad until the
Wasn't
sides are
terrible.
Okay, here we go.
Man,
Here's
you
the
can-
box show theme.
What's in the box? I really wanna know what's in the box. Is it a block of cheese? Is it a wrestling zine? Is it a stinky egg? I really wanna know what's in the box.
So like
Use
style or actual
the
melody?
song. What is the actual? He thinks it sounds like a specific song. Oh,
It doesn't sound like
baby,
any.
You got what I need.
Oh, not an instrumentation. And melody?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's a.
But isn't it? Isn't it also just? Isn't it the
It's the
Juicy
Catherine
Jazz?
Show theme song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Catherine Show theme song. The
Yeah.
weirdest guy, no, it's Wednesday night, it's Wednesday night.
Yeah,
you
thank you.
didn't go. Yeah, it was literally the TCGS melody, and he jumped to the other song.
That's very funny.
Oh.
Okay. I'm seeing some votes for A, B, C, D, little star. This is a composer traditional. Motherfucker, give Mozart some respect and put his name to it.
Well, I mean, I can get this whole thing. I mean, Mozart didn't actually write
He gave
it.
the melody. He gave them. Oh, okay. It came up from before him.
It was a traditional song.
Okay. He used whatever the
Yeah.
melody was for it.
Well, of course, he most famously did so.
Fine.
Now that the song is selected, the birds will choose an instrument. These incredible birds can mimic the sounds.
Is
of
anyone
many different instruments,
joining for the first
and they
time
may
on this
choose
game
which one to play
and
based
doesn't
on
know what the
name,
heck is going
sound,
on?
or even how difficult the notes are to play? which
Oh
is
man, we
always
got a lot of
different
people doing
birds'
hard
devices.
tonight.
All right.
I can
So,
guess
Sam?
go to
If a bird still wants to join,
They'll kind of
one.
explain this game a bit, I think, on our first
make
one.
sure all
But it's basically a
participating birds are
tap-tap
logged in
music
and
rhythm
on the
game.
instrument they want to play before pressing
But with
play
like
song.
original Jackbox songs or public domain songs that they've like jazzed up. And you pick what the instrument you want, it gives you the level. And obviously, if you play it on your phone, it shows you the buttons you can tap. If you're playing on your keyboard, you can map the keys or use the key settings that they have. Like if you're doing it on your computer, but
Yeah,
and
one of
the
these days
instrument you're
I'll-
picking is just basically what pattern you're doing for that music rhythm game.
one of these days I'll do it on the computer, but I just keep doing it on my phone.
I like it on my phone.
Yeah, me too. I think it would be
get too
easier on
confused.
a keyboard, but it's fun to do on the phone.
Yeah.
I like it on the keyboard, but I mean, I have a keyboard right on me, so that makes sense.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, you will leave a dial pad.
Yeah, that.
Hey,
tomato.
DDV.
Oh, hello, DDV.
Everyone jump in.
Yeah, just in time. We spent an hour reminiscing about a niche streaming show, and now we're about
And
to
now-
play Jackbox.
And now we're doing the niche streaming show.
discussing a movie directed by George's mentor.
Yeah, by Coppola Wine, Fruit of the Vine himself.
What do you call a streaming show that is reminiscing about a different streaming show? The Aristocats. Trash. Damn it. I did the
Really,
funny.
that's what we called We Are Trash People every week.
One thing, which was a fun realization I had, is I mentioned that we had an after show.
Yeah.
But me and a lot of people were just kind of the Twitch stuff. We weren't going to get in Discord. So then, kind of well after the fact, eventually going into the Discord chat to immediately talk about the show after it happened. And Emily would give points out to everyone.
That's right.
For things that they wrote in the chat. And the very first time I attended it, there was all these. She was like, "Logtov said like did this and this," and that was when I realized I was like, "Oh my god!" There have been all these weeks where Emily's been screaming things about me, and I wasn't there at all.
No, and streaming was the correct because it would.
Yes.
Emily would by the end. Emily would record herself during the show, and then play it back to the the Discord voice chat.
it's time to sync your device with the game screen. After I count
And
down
that's
from
where Tig's
4,
bits happen
I
and
want you
Susie's
to
time?
Tap, tap, tap on your device when I say tap, tap, tap. 4, 3, 2, 1, tap, tap, tap.
All right. What style are they going to revamp this into? Oh my god! Like
Well,
90s
REM.
rock. Yeah. That's a good call out for Sal. Oh, accordion especially.
Oh, I got
my
some
bird
yours. I
looks
think I
happier
almost had
about
a
it than I
perfect
was.
one.
Oh,
Oh,
surprising at the end.
My bird looks way happier than I expected.
that was one of my best ever, I think.
Slapped.
I just
You're
messed
very
up
good at this.
at the end.
Oh yeah, and we used to have two different Twitch channels. We had RFM for Grand Trivia,
Yep.
and We Are Trash People for We Are Trash People stuff. Blogtoven on Fight. Cowboy Bebo on Grandma's piano.
When the birds dance, they actually dance exactly how I actually dance in real life. So that's fitting. Oh man, now I'm just gonna keep thinking of very deep pop show cuts, just random.
Scene was fun.
Yeah, Dream Detectives was on We Are Trash People.
Do you want to make with some time a choose your own adventure story?
We did one. Radio
really?
Free Multiverse did a choose your own adventure when we went to Noir Earth. We used Kahoot to do a choose your own adventure, so people would just vote on which option we should take.
That's incredible.
Did I mention that these birds have a complicated
And by we, of
relationship
course, I mean
with a music
Fluval and
loving
intern Christy
carnivorous
and the
plant?
royal we, because this is on their
If you
channel.
played your notes accurately, you might survive.
We know you,
And if you
I'm
did
just a
Forrest,
phone.
and
I'm only
Fluval
a
are
phone.
like the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit of,
Exactly, yeah.
you know, of Planet Radio Multiverse.
So identifiable.
No, I could be wrong, but I think I'm perfect until like the last 5 notes.
Yeah, Blogtoven's rockin' Fight.
I do think the percussion ones are the most fun to play. Oh, see, there's a mistake. Okay, so not perfect. That's good.
I mean, literally, I guess.
This one was invented by a writer.
Looks like you live to play another day.
Thank you, Will.
All your hits and misses evolve into points.
Okay.
Fresh scores.
I might
Yeah.
just be realizing something.
Hmm?
So does that clip of
Individual
that was written by a
session
writer
is over.
come
How many
from
songs are in a session?
that?
That's up to you.
Wow.
Just
Fact
What's that
or
thing
fiction?
hosted by? Yes, Fact or Fiction, hosted by Jonathan Frank. I just realized that's what that from. I knew it threw me. It was the music sting that was behind it. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I think I just pieced what this is from. All right. Oh, I gotta click the So I'm got bumped to the audience.
By a writer.
I only
So
had
someone
3.
else has to hit.
Oh
It's
no.
waiting. Okay, it's telling me I need to choose the video. Like I said, I gotta click it here on the screen.
See, I only had 3 misses.
There we go. I don't want to be in the.
Oh no.
Oh,
actually.
looks like it's It looks like it's Fun Day
There we
BBR.
go. Now I'm back. Let's see how it's two. You can find these two and then.
Yeah. So, are there any we just need to complete to unlock more stuff?
Well, this is a completely new one.
Ooh,
so.
nice.
Yeah, there's still, and then the other one, there is a new one as well. But yeah, I can scroll through and see which ones we still need unlocked.
So I always want to do the difficult one, but I also feel like we shouldn't
You
have.
want to do the percussion?
Oh yeah, I'll do the pots and pans if no one. Oh,
Also, which pots and pans if you want to do hard?
Oh yeah,
I'll
sure.
Yeah, I'll try drums.
I'll do rustic guitar.
Cool.
See, I like that this is a medium that only has 3 of them.
Here we wait. Are we waiting for anyone else to join?
I think we're good. Did Argyle reconnect?
Yeah, Argyle is who we were.
Then I think we're good.
Yeah, no,
Oh, no,
it'll
we
play
s-
like drums for sure.
No, I think we still need Argyle to jump back in. If they're gonna play. Oh, you're in the audience?
they're in the
Refresh your
audience,
screen and try it again. There we go.
So there would be this bumper if Geth and Will started talking about old-time comedians and improv.
Oh yeah.
Get ready to sync up.
The UCB War Stories?
2, 1, tap, tap, tap.
That's what it was.
Those had to be fun.
Those were great, yeah.
I should have both my hands available here. Never thought for at least would be a Western, but like you are.
Wow. That's fun.
Boy, these pots and pans, they're gonna sure sound a lot worse than your guitar, I'm sure sounds. Blocked open.
Those burps are not going to sound great either.
Boy, howdy. I had the weirdest pattern. It was bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. So I had to be like double tap, double tap, double tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
So I was like literally going boom, 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 boom. Like my thumbs were rotating. Who was tapping in the middle?
I would be happy to do that again and switch.
Maybe I should do it on the phone. Maybe that will help.
Maybe. Hey, I do it on the phone. Me and Missy, we do it on the phone. We're both pretty good at
That's
this.
true. We both do it on the phone.
Yeah.
We're
We
both pretty good.
don't-
And also,
don't-
phony. You should do it on the phone. Your
I
phone.
should do it on the phone.
So if it's easier, it means you have less notes. So you can still get, percentage a good score, but you can't get as many, points or successive notes.
I do like that Steph Germ said, if we talked about the box show for an hour, how come we haven't talked about the Jack show for an hour?
Oh, that's true.
Giving the melody to the wobbly voices is the funniest thing they could do. Oh, there it goes.
I find the hardest ones to do are the violin ones. The violin, like, string ones. The plucky violin one is fine.
Yeah.
But when it's, like, violin, you have to hold it down, I hate that. That's, I think, the hardest thing you do in this game.
My sketchy drumming.
I think we can make it solo.
One of the Demented Mind that was like, for at least kind of sounds like Rawhide if you think about it. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, no.
Close. We can definitely
Let's
do
that
it again.
one. I'll switch if you want to try.
Okay. Sure. How hard was the guitar? Was it pretty hard?
I thought it was fun. I
Okay.
I think you'll be fine with it.
Some of you are winning.
Yeah, I'm trying to switch. Still doing me as the audience.
I'll do rustic guitar.
Aha, there it
If I
goes.
want to do banjo.
Yeah, I think you'll do all of it.
Cool. My thumb's gonna be busy. Okay, looks like we got a spread of instruments.
Yeah.
Here we go. Good luck
It's
and
ready
don't
to
fuck it
sync
up.
up. 4, 3, 2, 1, tap, tap, tap.
And thank you, Vlog, for giving me the excellent advice of turning the instrument noise off. That helps
Yeah, I
so
did
much.
that.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was plugged in.
Oh, this is way better than the keyboard.
This up here's where it. I knew it was about to fuck me somewhere along here. I feel pretty good. Pretty good.
Tapping it on a phone or a
You
mobile
really took
device
that
is the way to
somewhere
go.
Unexpected.
There you go.
Yeah, phones. Are
I don't
the
know
way
if it's
to
true
go.
for keyboards, but what I like about this game more so than Guitar Hero and the like is it's very forgiving. Like you
Oh,
can
yeah.
like if you miss hit things, you don't get punished for it. You
No.
only get rewarded for hitting it.
But I did try just pressing every button all the time last time I played this, and it didn't help me.
So I get there's some sort of fail safe in there.
Yeah, yeah. I can see this being better for the like infinite ones too, rather than clicking with your mouse and dragging your mouse around.
Oh my god, you have to use a mouse to do this on a
Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
No.
Let's kick it up a squawk.
Yeah, genuinely, the mouse is the reason that I was like, I do not want to do this on the PC.
I can't believe I would never want to use a mouse for this. You love it on the mouse. Interesting.
You wish there were more mice?
Hey, come to our place then, because we keep having to set goddamn traps. Or having
The
our cats
mobile-
kill them.
Oh no. The mobile slider is not forgiving.
So I do actually think that the pasta pans were more difficult than the
Yes.
one, but I like the pasta pans. It was very fun.
This middle section was really the hardest part for guitar. But the rhythm
Oh, wow, look
that
at
you're
you go.
keeping through it is so much easier. Oh yeah, look at you.
Yeah, the rhythm is so much easier on mobile. Too.
Well, I think it's because I'm visually seeing and punch. Like, there's just something about it that works for me.
And it's way more rewarding. There's way more brain rewards going on when I'm pressing it on my phone than if I was pressing it on a keyboard.
Wow, look at we've got, I think, at least 2 people who were in the 80s
Looks
on those
like the
streaks.
music was too delicious.
Oh, see?
Here's how things stack
Wow, oh,
up.
you had a 143. I didn't see get that. Jeezy peas.
Yeah.
76, yeah.
But again, harder means more notes. It doesn't actually really necessarily mean harder.
Right, true.
True.
But
what is Roomerang? Let's see this one.
It's another Jackbox game.
I don't think I've ever played this game.
Oh, pots and pans.
Jackbox games were built for people with long COVID brain.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna do the melody on this one, and we'll figure out what that melody is. A lot of instruments, but it looks like an easier overall spread, but we'll see. I'll be
I feel
curious
like
if we.
I feel like everyone is like saying how good I am at it. And now that they know the secret that you should do it on your phone, they're gonna be like, "Oh wow,
You're still really good at it.
Get ready to sync up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap, tap, tap.
okay." Seems like I tried it.
Oh, didn't like phone.
Ah. Fucking good. I missed one. I did pretty good overall.
I think I did pretty well. I think part of what I like about the phone is it's smaller, so it's easier to like
Music
hop
to
across
my
the stem.
ears.
Yep.
Could have been better, could have been worse.
I was pretty happy with that.
I was
I
happy
would
with
say certainly I could do better by doing it again, but I think I did pretty well.
that. But couldn't we always do better?
Nice. So it's I don't know if you can do anything in the audience in this game.
Is it just listening along as everyone plays their instruments?
I'm guessing.
Oh, you can play,
Oh, you can play. Oh, interesting.
but unsure if it counts.
Guessing,
Ooh.
yeah, probably doesn't count.
Huh. So while we're waiting, I'm just gonna look through my my Google Drive of Planet Scum gifts.
Log, almost getting to 200 there. Ah, 950 just before 90. There's that 200.
$50. 9.
Wow.
300. I mean, this is almost certainly my best streak. Wow.
Blog, no notes missed Tovin, I think. That has to be.
You tapped your little heart out.
Look at that blog, Tovin.
Look at that.
0 miss.
I don't think I
Wow.
don't. So everyone remember, 347 is the one to be. And look at, oh wow, 124 for one people. Yep, they didn't miss it either. I missed a couple.
I had no misses, but I was on an easier difficulty.
Wow. Amazing.
All right. We have to play this one, which is the song you get after you listen to the credits. So I'm curious
Oh.
which song it is. Like, I don't know if it's the song we're hearing right now, or if it's just like what we heard in the credits. So this one's the new one. Oh sure, I'll be a melody. That is a slide one. Oh, there were the number of people who jumped to slide.
Well, there's already
we'll have
someone
to-
there on casual saxophone. I guess what should I do? It looks like everything's taken. So
It looks like we all have a spot. Okay,
I'm
then.
gonna double up.
Oh
on-
no,
Oop.
it's that one flipped. It's fine.
Oh well.
We'll double up on one. It's all good. We still have each part covered.
Get ready to sync up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap, 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 tap.
It is the credit song.
With more drama than Macbeth. World's known for singing songs with rich harmonic wealth. One note from this pretty bird makes parrots hate themselves. And then a predatory plant, its teeth are rather pokey. This plant also has perfect pitch and a love for karaoke. Don't make me survival is a maybe. Sing your heart out and you might break through. Don't break me, these notes are looking tasty. Miss those notes and you'll become brand new. The birds feed the hungry plant with songs of every type, filling up with notes that taste immaculately right. And if their mimic tone sounds sour when the music ends, the plant opens to the mouth and clocks go. If there's a lesson from this predatory duel, nature can be beautiful, but it's always cruel. Don't break me, survival is a maybe. Sing your heart out and you might live through. Don't break me, these words are looking tasty. Miss those notes and you'll become bamboo. Don't break me, survival is a maybe. Sing your heart out and you might live through. Don't break me, these words are looking tasty. Miss those notes and you'll become bamboo. Don't break me, survival is a maybe. Sing your heart out and you might live through. Don't break me, these words are looking tasty. Miss those notes and you'll become plant food.
I could have done better.
I could have done better, but
Look at the number of birds pointing up, though.
Yeah. I think we did well.
I would always miss something. Like the hard stuff, I'm fine, and then it's like one like hell note, down note, and it's like, oops, I missed it.
I think I like that song more than I care to admit.
That's a good song.
So I really didn't
Really
hear
catchy
the
song.
lyrics, and I got a sense of it, but I kept hearing. I know those birds are, but I kept thinking those birds are fucking tasty, and I know they can't be saying fucking. But what are they saying? The birds are something tasty.
Those birds are looking tasty.
Looking tasty. But I kept hearing those birds are fucking tasty. Which
I mean,
think
that could be everywhere.
I heard
Don't-
looking.
Say what you were gonna say.
Oh, just that I heard looking.
Oh, looking, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess that's what they said. I think they said fucking though.
I mean, maybe.
I heard
will hear that
looking.
forever. Yeah,
Those
like
birds
Argyle,
are
that is what I
fucking
always-
tasty.
Or I thought it was weird when they sung "Kiss This Guy."
Right? Yeah.
Sam likes birds.
I like birds too. I mean, Sam, famously of the Bird Cam
That's true.
Yeah.
from the Life. I keep wanting to call it the Life Day show, and honestly, might as well be Extra Life. Y'all, we do have to think ahead to the Missed Calls holiday special.
That's true.
And what our variety show, like, we'll have to. Everyone should just bring, like, a clip of their favorite, like, performance from a live TV event. And then we string them together to make our holiday special,
Yeah.
which is just, like, a variety. And, like, maybe holiday themed, but, like, it doesn't have to be, you know. Kiss appeared on the weird, or the weird Paul Lynde special. But we can also jump in and have our hosts, like, be the hosts that are covering the balloons of the Macy's Day Parade kind of deal.
Is Carrie Fisher singing in the Star Wars Holiday Special count?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I'll be singing along with that if we do it, though.
Day of peace.
Peace, a day of harmony.
Yeah, it's taking longer than expected. It might
I
not.
love singing that in my falsetto, and I will not subject you all to that.
So I hope everyone's ready for all of the gifs I just downloaded from my Google Drive.
This is also a longer song, so it might just take a little bit longer to download.
That's
for
true.
that reason,
It is a
too.
much longer song.
It's for sure the longest of the ones that are in there. Oh, the beat just, yes. So say good night, friends. It's not a goodbye, friends. Bye. Can't see along a twisted branch of evolution's tree, like particular species in a past to do with death. Live a bit closer with more drama than Macbeth, and singing song with rich harmonic wealth. From this pretty bird makes parrots of themselves. Running plant, it's the right perfect pitch and the love your
I was doing stuff on the other screens. I was like, wow, how do you remember all of the lyrics? Are fucking tasty. Become plant food. That lyric.
There are some songs I've had the lyrics popping me this fast, but not this one.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Of every type.
I'm so bad at hearing lyrics.
Notes that taste immaculately ripe. If the mimic tone sounds solemn when the music ends, plant opens its toothy mouth and eats our feathered friends. I don't know that ending part. That's the only thing I don't know. Where did my socks go? If there is a lesson from this predatory jewel,
oh, I downloaded
nature
these gifts, but
can be beautiful.
Didn't come out right.
Yeah, Studio 60's Grand Bell Fisher did 2 amazing covers from the holiday special.
Oh, absolutely.
Sing your heart out and you might live through. Don't pray me, birds are looking tasty. This is no sin, don't become that food. Void, you should. You absolutely should.
Hey.
We did it!
Wow, still not quite enough for gold. You gotta have a lot for gold then.
Nice playing.
I missed a lot. But we did pretty cool.
You didn't miss that many. That's not a huge...
Let this inspire
I missed
you.
38.
I missed 6.
I missed 2.
I don't think I'll ever feel better than I did that last game. I don't think there's anything for me to
prove anymore now.
Yeah, it's just I don't think I'll ever be that good again. You know.
You're like, it's like winning the championship, and you're like, I've got that drug hit. I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, what am I gonna do now?
Do it again? Oh, I gotta do all that work to do it to get the same thing again. All right, now, do you know what? Now we can do all bets are off, or we can keep trying to find ones that we have. Oh, we haven't survived this one, so let's do this one first. But people in the chat, as well as if you want to do the voting options, like if there's one you desperately want to do it. We can also do Hall of Mountain King. Like before we do the all screamo version. Okay, I do not want to do the super hard on this one. I will try a hard one on this one. I think I've done the counter before, which is not good since we
well, howdy partner asking, what about the other games?
Here's the thing is, I am dealing with people who are addicted. I would play any other game. I would play any other Jackbox. I play other things. I don't think you understand, well, howdy partner. This is the 3rd time we've had a session specifically to play this game, to unlock all of the songs from this game. We played it last week and then made the theme of this week an excuse to do this game.
You also played it over the weekend.
Oh, we did. Because because literally the chat was like, Missy, you up? You up? You want a bird game? And I was like, I mean, sure.
Someone messaged me about it too.
And me.
That's true. That's true. It's all true.
Bird time, baby.
Get ready to sync up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap, tap, tap.
Yeah, man, me stream like, can you do it in your stream? I'm like, to be fair, I want people to do like join my stream, so I'm okay with it.
This one's tough.
Mine's tough too, but I can do it. I believe in myself.
Oops.
Is the right term, Bloxhoven, that this has weird syncopation to it?
Yeah.
It's not that things are offbeat. It's just they're very much like synced differently.
This one I found tricky because there's a lot of I kind of use like 3 fingers. It seems like 3.5 fingers, and then this one it was like, oh no, I need to use a 4th one.
You need 4, yeah.
Like, yeah,
I use my thumbs. I'm
just
literally using my thumbs to play.
I've just been
You use your
tapping
thumbs.
one finger.
I guess that makes sense.
I just go tap, 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 tap.
Again.
I literally sometimes do all 5 of these with one fucking finger because I can tap faster going in a row than think to myself, when do my thumbs need to stop?
Cheat code, I have a phone that bends, so I just put it down right here and I like tap on it like yeah. Also, I've been playing all button controllers for a good time now, so I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm all buttons. All buttons that I use fingers to press.
Oops, all buttons.
Oops, all buttons. That's literally what I'm like 6 months from now, I'm going to show you my new controller, which is literally oops, all buttons.
Things from the void rocking it on Agnes over there. No matter how much I try and listen, that's the one instrument I tune in on. It's also, I think, a counter to one of the ones that I did for a bit.
Nice!
Wow. We have a survival group here.
Sensational!
Ooh, look at that 200-point difference. All right, no unlocks yet. Okay, so this one we need to survive on one more unique song to unlock. Same here. Wow. Y'all, we need to find one more song to survive on. Here we go. First
This
one I
might
see.
be my last song.
Can we do a TKO or something? We can stop right now and do a TKO if we want, and have this achievement hang in here, and just like leave it out.
I mean, we should do at least one more, I think.
Okay, fine.
Actually, I'm gonna
also
off.
before Phonic goes, I'm gonna, because I'm having issues showing the proper size. I'm gonna try just sharing all of these GIFs I just downloaded, and hopefully you can show these. So let's see how this goes. Too many uploads. Okay, let me try doing that a few times.
All right. Let's think everyone. Oh, I think everyone's locked in.
Oh, sorry. Oof. Nothing hard. I don't want to do. I'll do Husky Flute. I don't want to do. Ooh, no. I'll do Valcello then. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know how long a TKO takes.
Oh, right, TKO. TKO is fun.
There may be time after trivia. Missy might be around if we want to do some more Jackbox. I'm just saying. If trivia ends at an appropriate time, we'll see. And there's no appropriate time for it to end. It ends when it ends because Fluval takes over the time stream. Bitches. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Yep.
Get ready to sync up.
Come on.
4, 3, 2, 1. Tap, tap, tap.
Whoops.
I feel like I didn't do that great, but then I do have the birds moving. I see enough birds moving. I think survival
Wonderful.
might be, Oh no! DTV DC'd. Oh, you tried that one with the sound off, and this is the worst you did. Interesting. This is also just weirdly, apparently, a hard song.
Yeah, and I don't know. I ended up doing violin, and then I was like, "Oh right, I hate the violin." But I also hate the flute. The flute and the violin, they do the same stuff. I don't like the ones where you hold it down. Not, I don't want to be doing that.
Play that sweet music.
Yeah, I mean, you just hold it. I guess I don't like it. I'd rather keep my fingers moving.
Yeah. You're still doing good on a streak so far.
Yeah.
We're
Again, the game's
close to getting
very
that.
forgiving. You can be pretty late on a note, and it'll just give you an okay.
It's creeping up.
Yeah!
Threshold map.
Nicely done. Fresh scores.
All right. We'll take a peek at what new ones are out there. I don't know if we'll have time to do one, but the can. Oh boy. Dun 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 dun.
So this is Green
Civic
Buds.
Duels should be a fun one. And then the flower duet. What's the flower duet?
This was I think Void Money made this. I think I requested this, and I think someone made this. Pretty sure Eric Jer made this.
I'm going to mute this.
A few people made versions of it. Good to know.
Oh, here we have the Lawn Man.
And if you see that there's a Oh, this was Kinesis' show, but it involves the pickle. If you see, there's a little Patrick on that poster. There he is.
He's the lawn man.
He's the lawn man. And he was like, "I'm not even on that poster," and we were like, "You're right there." Pickle is pickle at dogs.
That is true. The find Geth posters. Oh no.
Oh yeah. You have to find
We
Gath,
also
and
can do more dedicated, like digging into Planet Scum stuff on Sandwich Night.
Of course.
Ooh, yes.
So that we can split up some of the
many gifts. I just
because we have so many gifts, so many
gifs.
Jifes, as Mike Regnetta of PBS Idea Channel would say.
This was you could
Is
give
that what he pronounces it? Gifes?
Jifes.
Jifes.
And then these ones have to be seen in the. Oh yeah, we'll do that. Let's do that. And let's look at those.
Oh, I shut down the game because I assumed we were done.
So
I can put it up real quickly.
Well, then so we have this. This one has to be seen in sequence. So first, Murph impersonated his own headshot, and then he impersonated himself impersonating his headshot, and then he impersonated himself impersonating himself impersonating his headshot.
It was a nice bit of clip and chips.
Very clip and ship, yeah. And then the last of the gifts was, I think, a face we saw Gethard pull many times.
All right. Buttons to push. Buttons to present. All right. Room is up. So we can present that, whatever. And I should also unmute it.
Oh no, I'm host.
If it's too much pressure, the first bird that
I'm
logged in
now
can
in,
select
so.
someone else to be in charge of moving things along. No biggie.
Now you're host again.
Cool. Or actually, I think it's cleared up this way. Phony, how many times for songs do you think or songs do we have time for?
I mean, that entirely.
That entirely what?
Look, that entirely depends on how long the songs are.
Oh my god.
Hello, Fluval.
You're not phony.
No, I'm not
Okay.
phony. I'm just ready to do my.
You're a phony.
I will say, Fluval determines appropriateness.
Fluval is famously a master of voices. I channeled Bill Clinton plenty of times.
That is true. All right. I'll click. Let me find the screen.
I mean, we gotta do can. We gotta do some Orpheus in the underworld.
Can you do the can?
That the song is selected. The birds will choose an instrument.
Oh yeah,
It's
marching
incredible
drums.
birds
That's
can make
me.
the sounds of many different instruments.
I'm
If
excited.
someone else wants to do the Rocketara, I'll do it because I can do the.
Sound.
And I'm
The trumpet.
disappointed by the
What the
lack
notes
of
are
fake
to play,
trumpet.
which is all listed on the bird's
Well, there's real
devices.
trumpet and there's casual
Yeah.
saxophone.
Sure, real
There's a
trumpet.
me-
Anyone can do
There's
a
a
real
medium
trumpet.
trumpet. There it is.
If a bird still wants to join, they can still do so.
If a bird still
Make
wants
sure
to
all
join.
participating birds are logged in and are on the instrument they want to play.
Just two
to
free
play
birds.
song.
Fluval will be quick.
Freebird. It must be on this game. Freebird has to be a song to unlock in this game.
Everyone joining. Who's going to be joining? You guys.
Although I guess not, because they have to pay money if they want to use Freebird.
All right, clicking play in 5, 4, 3, nose 1.
It's time to sync your device with the game screen. After I count down from 4, I want you to tap, tap, tap on your device when I say tap, tap, tap.
Thank you.
4, 3, 2, 1,
Tap.
tap, tap.
Okay.
I love
Guitar's
that.
fun.
That
Guitar
was awesome.
a lot of fun.
That was, I think, my favorite one so far.
When the can kicked in, oh boy. The pattern from Maze was hard, but I actually like had it for a while.
Yeah. No, that was a lot of fun.
Hi, Dr. President.
I do that one again if we had time for it.
That's that or a new one. That's about all the time we have for it. If even that.
Hello, it is me, an intern doubloon.
Avast.
Ahoy, ye
Avast me,
mateys.
hearties. Oh.
We are boarding thy show.
It is very
we
nice
are
for you to
boarding thy
choose dimensional
show.
veil. Are you gonna make us walk the plank?
We are going to make you walk the plank.
You'll be streaming from Davy Jones' Putin.
Precisely.
We have
Precisely.
presented you a gift. It is a gift of the can. If we can.
Oh, and
If you
Void.
can it.
Void played the fake trumpet for me.
Wow. Incredible. Is that Al Jorgensen from the Ministry? No, this is intern Christy. Thank you so much. Hello, I'm intern Christy. We might see us suffer. I'm so excited to invoke all of that suffering in just moments. Hello, I'm intern Christy. Thank you so much. I'm intern Christy.
It's a fun ska version of
Hi,
it.
I'm intern Christy.
Yeah, and I can see you're really picking it up.
I like that they have a whole song about you, Flooble, because you can.
I can, but I don't like that it's so
can.
matter consumption focused.
That is true. That is repulsive. That is disgusting. But I am very excited for pirate trivia.
Yes, 10 questions all about pirates.
Coming right up as we sail the high seas of trivia.
Yes, as we sail the high seas of trivia, and you suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous trivia.
Precisely.
Well. Looks like you live to play another day.
Fantastic.
You may
Does
live to play
Flooble
another
approve
game,
of
but your
trivia?
planet and your show will not survive. But that's right. Outrageous takeover.
All right, we need a theme for next. Oh no, we know the theme for next week. Next week is sandwich night.
Sandwich night.
Yes.
Sandwich night.
Precisely.
Is it bad that as much as it'd be fun to have Geth do something, I kind of hope he doesn't, just so that we can do a whole thing. That's the only reason I would want that to not happen. But at the same point, I'm really excited to be here for it.
Oh, we will not counter program the Kingpin.
No.
But
don't counter program the Kingpin.
don't counter program the Kingpin. So the plan will be we'll go live at the normal time for missed calls if he's not live, and then as soon as he goes live, we'll hop off and then come back for a post show.
And if we hear of a timing, we will program around it. So we might have a little bit of an early missed calls, might have a little bit later true. We'll see.
Keep your eyes on all the Radio Free Multiverse socials for the latest updates about what will happen next week.
Keep those eyes open, but keep your eyes right here for right
Yes.
now, because we're about
Make me suffer.
We're going
become
to.
trivia.
Avast my plank.
Avast ye suffering. Oh.
Yes, we are become trivia,